Christo's pregame coaches report as Marist gets set to take on the St. Peter's Peahens in the McCann Center this evening. Alongside the Marist head coach Brian Giorgis, my name is Geoff Brault, and this report is brought to you, as always, by Christo's Restaurant, located next to the McCann Golf Course here in Poughkeepsie. Christo's is your home for fine dining and catering. Coach, team's coming off a 30-point victory against the Iona Gales on Tuesday, second game of this three-game homestand, which finishes up tonight. Big focus going into the Iona game was getting a better defensive effort than what the team gave you against Ryder. Do you feel that the girls did that?
I thought we did a better job. We still have a ways to go. Iona missed a lot of shots in that game. But I thought we at least did the game plan pretty well. Our interior defense was a little better except towards the latter part of the game. And again, we're obviously going to have to play defense if we're going to be successful.
Again, the offense was very good as the defense comes along. 4 players in double figures. I know it was a big key through the past couple of years, finding balanced scoring. How important is that with this year's team?
Well, I think it's extremely important because we play a lot of peoples. And the thing is when you look like at the halftime stat sheets, I think one person took 5 shots, 3 people took 4. A couple people took 3. It was very balanced all the way up and down the lineup. And that way it prevents people from having to key on one person.
A lot of big shots made in the first half by senior point guard Elise Caron. After the game, she was lauded by Tony Bozzella as the best point guard in the MAC. No question that she's come a long way this year. Do you agree with Coach Bozzella's sentiment?
I'm prejudiced. I have to agree with that. But no, Elise is playing well. And in fact, and so Christine Best. I think we had the best point guard tandem in the conference. What they do is they run our show. And I don't think Elise gets enough credit for what she does defensively. And this year, offensively, she's shooting the basketball better, and she's getting the ball to people, at the right place at the right time and at the right spot.
Something that I think gets lost with how well Elise has been playing is her ability to actually get to the basket this year. She's second on the team in free throw attempts, largely because of her driving game. Tell me about having a point guard with that skill and what that does to your overall offense.
Well, I think what it does is that, she's always had a pretty good ability to penetrate, and most people would try to step in and do something. But since she's finding people so well, people are really more of hedging and recovering and allowing her to get all the way to the basket in a one-on-one situation, and she's finishing.
What does it say about her maturity from her freshman and sophomore year, where she was really hesitant to shoot the basketball at all, to now her senior year, where sometimes she's taking more shots than players like Erica and Coriel over a couple minutes of game time?
Well, and that's because people will still sit there and say, hey, who would you rather have beat you, Elise or Erica? And what she's doing is showing people that, you got to worry about all 5 that are on the floor. And, she's just playing at a very high level right now. We just hope that it continues.
Hoping it continues tonight against the St. Peter's Peahens, a team that's just 1-12 on the year. But like we talked about before, the Ryder game, if Marist doesn't bring their best effort, you can make somebody else's season tonight. Well,
especially St. Peter's, because they're still so much more athletic than you. They're quicker, faster, they jump better. They're very young. They've made a lot of young mistakes. They haven't shot the ball well, but obviously Ryder shot the ball well against us when we played them, and made it interesting for a while. So again, we've got with the way this team plays defense and gets after the offensive boards, we've got to come ready to play, or it could be a long night.
They do have the new freshman backcourt, but Janae Judson returns, one of the best rebounding wing players in the MAC Conference. What are the keys to taking care of the Peahens this evening?
Well, again, what we're going to have to do is take care of the basketball, and we've got to match them on the boards. We can't give up second and third shots. Again, they haven't shot it well this year, but we can't give them multiple opportunities to score in a possession. So we've got to make sure that we curtail dribble penetration, that when a shot goes up, we box out, and that we hold them to 1 shot per possession.
Lastly tonight, off the court, is Friends of Jaclyn night. A lot of the proceeds from tonight's game going to support that fantastic charity. Women's basketball team got involved with that last year because of the efforts of Coach Ledger and graduated senior Brittany Engel. Talk to me a little bit about what the team's association with Friends of Jaclyn means to you.
I think it means everything. It's our favorite thing that we like to do. Nina Tupelo is really important to us. She is one of us, and anything that we can do for Friends of Jaclyn, our kids are very fortunate that they have an education, that they're getting an education paid for while playing a game that they love, and are able to do it without any type of adversity or without any type of handicap. And these kids, unfortunately, have suffered a great tragedy in their life and are trying to battle it and stuff. And it kind of gives us, a remembrance of how fortunate we are, and that we need to help people who are less fortunate than we are.
One of the things that coaches and teams involved with Friends of Jaclyn always say is that having an adopted member join the team, and Nina, as it is with this program, what have you and the team learned from having Nina around? What do you take out of that experience?
Well, again, what we take out of it is that life is precious, and no matter what type of adversity you go through, people need other people, and we need Nina as much as Nina needs us. And I think you get an appreciation of life a little bit better, and really it's something that kind of pushes you. When you see people and you're playing for somebody, it kind of pushes you to make that little bit extra effort, that little bit extra time, put in that little bit extra time to help better yourself to, achieve a goal. We like winning games for Nina, and we like doing things for the Friends of Jaclyn program. So it's been very inspirational to us.
Marist head coach Brian Giorgis, the guest in the Christos pregame coaches report. As always, thank you for the time.
Thank you, Jeff.
We've got more to come after this. We'll get Julianne Biani onto the pregame show next. Check out friendsofjaclyn.org for more information on that charity, and stay tuned. You're listening to Marist Women's Basketball on GoRedFoxes.com.